According to the 2018 African Tech Startups Funding Report released in January this year by Disrupt Africa, Nigeria emerged as a premier investment destination on the continent, with 58 startups raising a total of $94,912,000 US. Funding is probably the most important component for a startup, especially if they intend to grow quickly or whether it's for faster development, better marketing, or sales. Without a reliable funding source in place, startups struggle to achieve significant traction, develop next-generation products or services, hire top-tier talent, and more. In Nigeria, even though there are early-stage startup investors and venture capitals, funding is still a major challenge. Our guest on the show sheds more light on the role of angel investors.
An angel investor is one who believes in the next generation, is one who wants to invest his time, his money, his expertise in the next generation. He's one who gives money. He's one who mentors the younger generation towards making them a success in their own time.
In your opinion, do you think we have enough angel investors in the country?
No, we don't have enough angel investors in the country. If we are over 2 million people in Nigeria, let's just say, again, we're about 50 million working class. Let's just put it like that. And you have just about 1,000. I'm just being, about just 1,000 people investing. Then it's not enough. There's need to have more.
Now, startups complain that they don't have access to funding. What has been your experience?
Well, maybe, again, getting money is not just for you to, it's not because you're an entrepreneur, you just get the money. It's not just that. You have to be ready for investment. We have to be sure of what you're doing. So if you just because you are an entrepreneur and you say you want money, you just don't get it like that. You have to jump through all the different hoops. You have to make sure that whatever it is you're doing is investment worthy and is investment ready. So if you're not investment ready, you cannot get the money.
Also, some of the investors that I've interacted with also say that they don't have access to quality ideas. Is that your experience?
I've seen when people come to land members to pitch their ideas, and the land members are saying, why don't you try it this way or try it that way? And they're like, they want to keep to what they know best. And some of them are not teachable. And they refuse to, take the advice of their angel investors. So if you're not ready to upgrade or try and, fine-tune this idea, you may not get the funding that you require.
Do you think we have more local or foreign angel investors in the country?
We don't have enough of either. We don't have enough local angel investors, and we don't have enough foreign investors also. Again, there are different sectors in the industry. You have fintech, you have agri-tech, you have meditech. There are different areas. There are the creative industry also. It depends on what the investor is looking at. If you're not looking at agri-tech, then agri-tech is going to suffer. If you're all looking at fintech only, the other sectors are going to suffer. So you can't have enough.
Now, for startups that want to raise funding, what advice do you have for them?
Well, I think, first of all, for an investor, for an entrepreneur, be teachable. Learn from the masters. Be mentored. Look for a mentor who can, guide you through. And don't be in a hurry. I don't think there's any need to be in a hurry. Learn your trade, master the trade, understand what the trade is, what you're looking at, the target audience, and most importantly, just be teachable. Learn. Just keep on learning as you go along. Be mentored. Very important.
In many countries today, startups are playing a very critical role in building the national economy. Would you say that's the case with Nigeria?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's a very exciting ecosystem we're in. Different things are happening everywhere. The startups actually are playing a vital role in the growth of the economy. They're getting jobs, they're creating jobs, they're doing well. I think they're bringing in money into the economy in their own little way. I think they're adding up to it.
But in those other climes, startups also get support, maybe in terms of government policies, in terms of funding. How can we change the narrative here?
I think the government needs to do more with regards to the policies in place for the startup, make it easier. We have some of them are trying to get loans from the banks. It's quite high. You know, it makes it difficult for them to get this loan and grow their businesses. So again, I think the government needs to look and do an in-depth reshaping of the policies around SMEs to aid their growth.
One day, generally speaking now, does it matter where seed investment comes from?
Not to me. I don't think it does. I think for me, let the seed come and let them grow themselves. If it's coming from Timbuktu, why not? So long as it's towards the growth of that entrepreneur and his business or her business.
But the value goes somewhere else. Shouldn't we be bothered?
Well, it's the truth. I think, again, if we keep on saying that, then we need to look inwards and start investing in these entrepreneurs. We keep on saying we're going to lose to Silicon Valley. What are we doing here as a nation? Are we trying to stop them from taking our people? No, we're just here looking and complaining. If you want to do something about, why don't you come and invest? Why don't you be an investor? Why don't you be a mentor? Why don't you try to do something for these people and allow for the growth in here and save the money in here?
Which leads me to the next question. Should we get HNIs to see angel investing as a nation-building activity?
As an angel investor, you have to have genuine love for the next generation. You have to care about the growth of the next. If you don't care about it, you can't force you to. It's not about money making only. We make money, but we have fun. We make sure that we offer ourselves to these young people, the expertise, we mentor them. So it's not just to give them money. So if you don't genuinely love these people or love what is happening in the country, we cannot force you to do it. It's not going to happen. So again, even as an angel investor, you have to be sure of what you're looking for, why you want to do this. And it's not a millionaires club. So you are doing different things for different people. You're bringing money, you're bringing your time. So you don't have to have the money, but you can have the expertise. So it's not just getting the nation to be involved. It's getting people who are genuinely in love with nation building.
Is that why Lagos Angel Network was formed?
One of the reasons, yes. One of the reasons that I joined Lagos Angel. I'm very proud to be associated with them. I see a group of people who have this love. They just want to do it.
How many people?
Oh, we have Angel is not when I can't. We're not that many. We're not up to 100. But you see, they actually spread themselves. They work. They mentor. They do a lot of things for these people. They spend their own money, on trying to just develop somebody. I actually see the genuineness in their actions. You know, it's not because I work for them or anything. I can see it, and when you see it, you believe it.
Finally, would you say we have enough women angel investors?
No, we don't have enough female investors. We don't have enough female investors. We don't have enough angel investors. So the ones who are there are doing very well. So it's not, for me, I think it's not to have many and they're not doing anything. We want to have people who are there and doing something and making an impact. So it's not by the numbers only, it's by the quality of the people who are in the network.
Thank you for being on the show today.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much. Bye now.
As you have heard from Wanne, the ecosystem certainly needs more angel investors who can devote time and resources to supporting and developing more outstanding entrepreneurs. The role of angels in successful tech zones such as Silicon Valley, Bangalore, Singapore, and a host of others cannot be overemphasized. Africa certainly needs more angel investors, so groups such as Africa Business Angel Network and Lagos Angel Network is indeed a welcome development. Think about it for a moment. How else can we get millions of young people busy, if not by supporting the creation of new businesses who can then employ them? It's a wrap on this edition of the show, but the conversation continues online. Join us on social media. Remember, you can watch the entire show on the Channels TV YouTube account or by checking out cfablog.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.